Well, another month, another 3 macOS beta releases. Let's see how we're doing after 1 whole month. First, I've actually got an update to the newest beta release. Let's check our storage, actually. Well, of course, I've got to have that 50 gigs of macOS and 70 gigs of system data. That's how you're supposed to do it. But apparently this latest beta is actually not that large, so I'm going to assume that when it says I need more storage to update, it actually doesn't care, and I can restart now. No, I can't. Alright, I guess we're waiting again. Alright, we are back. Well, I don't think there's anything specifically new about this version, and of course they didn't bring back the Tahoe sidebars. That's so weird. Why would they just had them there for one version and they matched with the liquid glass, and now they're back to how they were in Sequoia. So that's really awesome. But now that we're 1 month into the developer betas, I have actually had some developer beta experiences, like when I updated and then all my Wi-Fi services just stopped working. I don't really know why they did that. I couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi properly anymore after updating. And I was like, okay, that's a little weird, but maybe for some reason something in the internals isn't working correctly. So I reboot the whole Mac into diagnostic mode, which is a really weird thing to do on Apple Silicon Macs because usually they're just reliable. And I get to diagnostic mode and it says, you can't use diagnostic mode on a beta version. Why? I mean, why can't they let you? How am I supposed to know now if this is a software thing or a hardware thing? Because now I have to open up Feedback Assistant. I have to make this whole report, which might just be because of something on the internals and not something because of the beta. But, okay, I guess I'm not doing diagnostic mode, so I reboot, whole lot of nothing changes, and I end up setting up the external SSD that I use to keep the videos to edit on. And I kind of split that disk and create a time machine disk where I can back up everything and then restore from that backup. And I got to recovery mode, and I forgot that recovery mode doesn't restore to the version you're currently on, or at least the version of recovery mode that I went to, because it was telling me that I could restore to Tahoe. So I guess I'm restoring to Tahoe, and after 2 hours when that finished, and I finally got to set up Tahoe, for some reason, some very strange reason, I actually missed being on Tahoe. I don't know what it was about it. There was just something I guess the way the liquid glass was set up, or those sidebars, but I just really missed Tahoe. And I kind of just looked around one last time, I guess, before updating to the latest developer beta, and then doing the whole thing with the time machine, and that took its own hour or so to restore. But after that, my Wi-Fi ended up mostly working. There still were a couple issues at some point, but they ended up just disappearing after long enough. Actually, let's check on our storage. Wow, whole 30 gigs cleared up. I wonder what that was. Wow, our macOS is 20 gigs lower? I thought we had to have 50 gigs of macOS and 70 gigs of system data. That's gotten above 100 before for me. If you just leave it for long enough and also download but not install a new macOS version, it'll just count itself as system data, I think, maybe. And then it just sits there and it takes up space and storage, and it's kind of unfortunate. But hey, look at the background. We got this new background that wasn't there in the first beta. First time I did this video. Let's see it. I've already seen it before because this is my main Mac, but it's just these waves, and after a while the video just kind of loops. There's no smooth point where it loops, there's no fade transition, it's just a sudden cut. So good job Apple for that one. Let me there we go. Do we have any fun new backgrounds? It doesn't appear we do. It's still just Golden Gate Sunset. No new pictures. The latest ones are still just from the MacBook Neo. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything new with the backgrounds, which is kind of weird. We got a lot of different versions of the Sequoia background, didn't we? And Tahoe, so I guess the final version of 27 is gonna have more than just the sunset. This is one of the things that I missed about Tahoe, though. This wallpaper is really nice. Just the blue and teal. It's pretty good. I don't think there's, like, anything else that they added for this version, though. Like, the previous versions have at least had some major changes. Let me check if this battery icon up in the top right is still all weird. Yep, okay. The lock screen still has the incorrect battery icon, which is the old one. Siri's oh yeah, Siri has this pop-up now. I don't really care, I don't use Siri. I guess this is rounded now. I don't remember if it was like that before, but this is rounded. It's a little bit interesting, I guess it kind of fits. I don't even know if I mentioned it in the last video, but Finder's icon got curved again, which it only makes sense. I mean, look at the Finder and Finder back there. They're curved. Finder's always been curved like that, so it really only makes sense to curve this part of the Finder logo. And it still looks a little bit off, but I've gotten completely used to it. I never use Safari. It's just kind of weird seeing, like, just looking at Safari, actually. I mean, I guess it looks fine. Let's just see Apple developers release note, I guess. Oh, AirPods Max beta update. Can I? I guess not. I didn't realize that I actually couldn't update my AirPods. Oh, there it is. AirPods beta updates. We're gonna need to blur out the whole serial number. AirPods beta updates. Yes. Is this it? I'm finally getting my AirPods beta updates. And I'm learning more. It's updated. It's beta updated. Alright, let's see. Airport utility. I think restoring my thing might have gotten rid of airport utility. Let's check. Yeah, I just have AirDrop and Find My. I miss airport utility because I actually used it. Can I just, like, download airport utility? I wonder. Okay, this is airport utility 6 for Lion and Mountain Lion. Or later. So I'm assuming that this would probably not work. I'd like to thank Apple for making this whole section about airport utility and then not having it be obtainable on the App Store. That's really useful. That's just what I wanted to see, you know? Let's see, we got some app things. App Kit. Yap. Apple Intelligence. AI. What? No, the DVD playback framework. No. They're doing things outside. Wow, okay, that was just this update is like nothing. I hope they eventually find a fix for all the times that an app has closed and it still says it's running in background, but I can't stop it because I already stopped it. And it just doesn't feel like it. Sometimes it doesn't even have the dot under its icon. It just says that it's running in the background if you hover over it. I mean, even iTunes does it. If I just, like, don't focus on the app, after a minute it'll just say it's running in background, even if it's actively playing music. But that might just be an iTunes thing because I'm not supposed to be using iTunes on macOS 27. It's a good thing it still works, though. I gotta sync my iPod somehow. Oh, I just quit out of iTunes and it said it was running in background for a second. What was that for? There's still that issue where, like, half the menu options don't have icons. Alright, Tips has this now. I don't know if this was always here, but it's the screensaver for a few seconds. And also, I guess the macOS circle logo from, like, High Sierra. I don't know, this icon's pretty old. I feel like they might update this soon. And if they did, it would just be one of the square icons, and it just says macOS on it, but in one line instead of two, with the word Mac being the same size as OS. You know, just like iPadOS, maybe. I don't know what iPadOS does. Oh, I guess we're not closing tips. Okay, I guess we're closing tips. Oh, that's not the right macOS user guide. And this is an even more placeholder icon than before. That's pretty wacky. Oh, it's the old Finder icon too. Oh, this is all just selectable text. Awesome. Now I really know it's a placeholder icon. We've got all these Tahoe things. This isn't even like a large page. They could just easily change this to be Golden Gate instead of Tahoe. It's not difficult, maybe except for everything on the side. Hey, MacBook Neo. Oh, what's new in Tahoe? Oh, liquid glass. That's new. Can you believe all these new things? There's the all these icons, old Siri icons. Okay, I guess Finder is telling me all these. I didn't know that it did that, but also it's the old Finder and not the updated one. Which, now that I look at it, I am unsure which one actually looks better. I mean, the 27 one is more accurate. It has the curve and it's really saturated, more solid colors, but like, I don't know, this one just has more liquid glass effect to it. And as everyone knows by now, I like liquid glass, which is why I was so disappointed when the sidebar reset to not the liquid glass one. Whoa, is that Intel-based Mac on macOS 27? Intel-based Mac? What? That can't be allowed, right? Is that the T2 security chip? Is that a 2019 16-inch MacBook Pro reference? Is that a T2 death reference? Oh yeah, I didn't even use Erase Assistant to restore my Mac when I had to do that. I probably could have, but I just wanted to make sure I would actually get rid of everything, so I did the whole sign out of iCloud, remove this Mac from Find My, which apparently didn't actually work very well because I still had to activate the Mac by connecting to the same Wi-Fi network when I restarted. But I went into disk utility and actually just wiped the entire drive of everything before restoring, just to make sure, because I don't know if Erase Assistant actually erases the drive. I am not sure. Wow, intro to macOS recovery. Wow, connect to the internet using Wi-Fi. Usually I do. Intel-based Mac, and macOS 27. This means that Intel-based Macs will get macOS 27? Surely? That's absolutely what that means. Oh wait, is this a placeholder name? Or is it just actually like this on purpose? Reinstall macOS name. Then click continue. To return to the recovery app, choose install macOS name. I guess they didn't come up with a name yet. Well, oh yeah, we saw it in the macOS presentation. They didn't have a name until like the very last second when the team came back with the name. So this must have been before that. Oh, here's the keybinds to recovery mode. Command R is for built-in recovery. Option Command R is internet recovery. These have done the same thing for me. I think this one just feels like a leftover from when like Yosemite would also install a recovery volume. Option Shift Command R is internet recovery, but for the earliest version available. If you see a lock, enter the password for your Mac. That reminds me of that one time when I tried booting into recovery on an older Mac and it just opened up like the regular login screen to a user titled Startup Disk, and the profile picture was just an image of the disk, except it got cropped all weird, and also any password I tried wasn't correct, so that's a little funny. iDisk, iTunes Plus, and .Mac. Hey, who remembers .Mac, am I right? You guys remember .Mac? I don't know why I have this. It was like $6 on eBay, so I might as well just kind of put that back. There we go. Well, I was kind of hoping to find like a placeholder Mac OS in here. Whoa, iMac Pro? iMac Pro, like, are we getting a new iMac Pro this year? That'd be funny. I think there are people out there who would actually want a new Mac Pro, or a new iMac Pro, not Mac Pro. Nobody out there wants a new Mac Pro. Well, I think we're running out of things to do in this developer beta, actually, because there was really nothing to begin with. Not much got updated. I think a few of the icons have gotten slight additional redesigns. I think the App Store is one of them. There's just more shading now. Font book apparently no longer exists. That's a good icon. Yeah, I think we've just run out of things to be doing, so I guess I'm actually gonna have to work on normal videos now and not just get a bunch of views from Golden Gate.